Baldur was the kindest and most beloved of all the gods in Asgard. His beauty shone like the sun, and everyone loved him, except for one. Little did Baldur know, a dark fate was waiting for him, one that would change the world of the gods forever. Baldur was the son of Odin, the All-Father, and Frigg, the queen of the gods. He was known as the Shining God because he glowed with a light that could brighten even the darkest days. He brought joy and hope to all who saw him. One night, Baldur began having terrible dreams. In his dreams, he saw his own death, and they were so frightening that he could not ignore them. It was as if a shadow was following him everywhere he went. When Baldur told his mother, Frigg, about the dreams, she became very worried. She loved her son more than anything and could not imagine losing him. Frigg decided to do something to protect her son. She traveled far and wide, asking every living thing in the world to promise not to harm Baldur. She got promises from the animals, plants, rocks, and even the water. After that, the gods made a game out of Baldur's new invincibility. They threw rocks, spears, and even swords at him, but nothing could hurt him. It was as if he was completely safe from harm. But there was one god who wasn't happy about Baldur's safety, Loki, the trickster god. He was jealous of Baldur and decided to cause trouble. Loki disguised himself as an old woman and visited Frigg. He asked her if there was truly nothing in the world that could hurt Baldur. Frigg told the old woman that there was one small plant she did not ask for a promise, mistletoe. She thought it was too small and harmless to be a danger. Loki smiled to himself when he heard this. He quickly went and found a mistletoe plant, making a sharp dart out of one of its branches. The gods were playing their usual game of throwing things at Baldur. They laughed and cheered, enjoying the fun. But Loki had something different in mind. Loki went to Baldur's brother Hod, who was blind and couldn't see what was happening. He told Hod that he should join in the fun and guided his hand to throw the mistletoe dart. To everyone's shock, the mistletoe pierced Baldur and he fell to the ground, lifeless. The shining god was gone. The gods stood frozen, unable to believe what had just happened. Frigg's heart was shattered. She had done everything she could to protect her son, yet it hadn't been enough. The world felt colder and darker without Baldur's light. Odin, heartbroken over the loss of his son, rode to Helheim, the land of the dead, hoping to convince Hel, the ruler of the underworld, to release Baldur. Hel agreed to let Baldur return to Asgard, but only if everything in the world would weep for him. If even one thing refused, Baldur would remain in the land of the dead. Every creature, plant, and even the rocks shed tears for Baldur. It seemed as if nothing could stop him from coming back to life. But there was one who did not weep, a giantess named Thok. She refused to shed a single tear for Baldur, saying he was no more useful to her than a broken twig. Because of Thok's refusal, Baldur was doomed to stay in Helheim forever. The gods were heartbroken, knowing that they had lost the most beloved among them. Baldur's tragic fate was a turning point for the gods, and it was said that his death marked the beginning of the end for their world. If you want to hear more stories from the world of Norse mythology, please like, share, and subscribe. There are many more tales to uncover. Until next time.